All right, get ready, because today we're going deep on Astera Labs.
The semiconductor company, right?
Yeah, the one everyone's talking about.
Everyone wants to know if it's a hold or a buy.
And we're going to find out.
We've got tons of research here.
Analyst reports, financials, the whole 9 yards.
It's going to be fascinating.
Yeah, so to kick things off,
Yeah.
what does Astera Labs actually do?
Okay, well, imagine, right? All this data exploding with AI
Yeah,
and the cloud.
of course.
All that data needs to move somehow
Right.
fast and efficiently.
Makes sense.
And that's exactly where Astera Labs steps in.
Oh, okay.
They design and manufacture the semiconductor-based
Okay.
connectivity solutions that power it all.
So they're like the traffic controllers.
Exactly, for the information superhighway.
Interesting.
So not the AI chips themselves,
Right.
but the connections that let those chips work together.
Got it.
Their intelligent connectivity platform, that's what they call it.
Yeah,
It tackles those bottlenecks that slow down data flow.
makes sense.
And they've got a range of products,
Like what?
like smart fabric switches.
Okay.
They connect GPUs and CPUs super fast.
Wow.
And then there's smart retimers and even smart cable modules.
So they're all about making that information flow.
Right, optimizing it.
And what makes them different from, like, everyone else in this space?
You know, I keep hearing about their software-defined architecture.
Yeah, me too.
What is it, like, their secret weapon? It's a big part of it, yeah.
Most of these connectivity solutions,
Uh-huh.
they're all hardware-based.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of stuck inflexible.
Right, I see.
But Astera Labs, they took a different approach.
Okay.
Software-defined.
So they can, what, customize it?
Yeah. Customize it, optimize it on the fly.
That's got to be a big advantage.
Huge, especially with tech changing so fast.
Right, their clients can keep up.
Exactly. Adapt to whatever they need.
Makes a lot of sense.
Like having adaptable roads.
Oh, I like that.
That can change for different traffic.
Clever analogy.
Right. Now,
Yeah,
a great product is great, but who's running the show?
right. Who's steering the ship?
Yeah, let's talk leadership.
Okay, so experience matters, right?
For sure.
And Astera Labs has got that in spades.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. The company, it was co-founded by Jitendra Mahan.
Hmm?
He's the CEO.
Okay.
And then you've got Sanjay Gajendra and Casey Morrison.
Okay, I've heard of them.
They've been around, like, forever in this industry.
So lots of experience, but has that translated to wins for the company?
Totally. They've secured some big design wins.
Like what?
Major CPU, GPU, and AI processor platforms.
Those are the big leagues.
Yeah, it shows these giants trust Astera Labs.
And their tech.
Yeah, they're willing to integrate it into their own products.
That says something.
And from what I've seen, they're all about staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I read that too.
They really emphasize research and development.
Which is key in this industry.
Absolutely. Semiconductors are always evolving.
If you snooze, you lose them.
Right. Astera Labs knows they've got to keep innovating.
Makes sense.
All right, so we've got...
Yes, solid concept, strong leadership, commitment to innovation.
Impressive.
But now let's talk money.
Uh-oh.
How are their financials?
Well, their IPO in March 2024
Yeah.
was a big splash.
Oh, numbers.
Big numbers. They raised $712 million
Wow.
and got a $5.5 billion valuation right out of the gate.
Seriously.
Serious.
And their market cap, it's kept climbing, right?
Oh, yeah. As of February 7th this year,
Okay.
they're at a cool $16.07 billion.
Investors are definitely seeing something.
For sure, but is it all hype?
Or are they backing it up with solid revenue growth?
Well, the numbers are pretty amazing.
Like what?
Okay, Q3 2024 alone,
Okay.
they brought in $113.1 million.
That's a lot.
It's a 47% jump from the previous quarter and a 206% increase year over year.
206%.
Yeah, some serious growth.
But revenue isn't the whole story, right?
Yeah, the revenue is only one piece of the puzzle.
So what else should we be looking at?
Well, here's where things get interesting,
Oh.
asterisk, footnote, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
They're not profitable yet.
Yeah. That tends to make investors hesitate.
Right. Big revenue numbers,
Huh?
but can they actually turn a profit?
Yeah, that's the multi-billion-dollar question here.
It is. I mean, their gross margins are high,
Okay.
so there's definitely potential,
Right.
especially if they can scale up.
But we've seen companies with high margins
Yeah,
really struggle with cost as they grow.
totally.
So what makes you think Astera Labs can avoid that?
That's a really good question.
And one we're going to have to dig into.
Yeah, but first
Let's take a quick break. Okay, so we've looked at their business,
Yeah.
leadership.
and those financials?
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah.
But no profit yet.
Right.
So what's the word on the street?
What are analysts saying about ALAB?
Yeah. What's the sentiment?
Well, as of February 2025,
Mm-hmm.
the consensus is a strong buy.
Strong buy, huh?
Yeah, analysts are predicting
Yeah.
a potential 6.7% increase.
From the current price.
Right, around $101.29.
So they're feeling pretty optimistic.
Yeah, but of course.
Not everyone's going to agree.
Right, there's always a range
Of opinions when it comes to stocks.
Totally. And the price targets here, they're pretty spread out.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you've got some cautious folks at $65.
Okay.
And then some more exuberant ones at $150.
That's a pretty big gap.
It is.
So general sentiment is positive.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some debate
For sure.
about how much growth is already priced in.
Right. Especially with Astera Labs not turning a profit yet.
Yeah, that's got to add to the uncertainty.
Absolutely. A high valuation without profits. It makes even the most bullish analysts nervous.
Like a race car without enough fuel.
Exactly. Burning through cash, no pit stop in sight.
Will they make it to the finish line?
Some are betting on it.
Others aren't so sure.
Right. So we've got analysts on both sides.
Yeah, makes sense.
But what about the people closest to the company?
Yeah, good point.
What does the ownership structure tell us?
About their confidence in Astera Labs.
Exactly.
Okay, well, insider ownership's a good indicator.
Yeah, right now, insiders hold 16.06% of the shares.
16%. That's a decent chunk.
It is. And, you know, when insiders hold onto their shares, it often means they believe in the long-term prospects.
They're putting their money where their mouth is.
Exactly.
And what about those big institutional investors?
Are they on board?
Yeah, are they buying into Astera Labs?
Oh, they are.
Really?
Institutions currently hold a whopping 52.25%.
Wow, so we've got buy-in from insiders.
Yeah.
Who know the company inside and out.
And from institutions.
Who've done their homework.
Right. Seems like everyone's betting on Astera Labs.
But before we get too excited,
Yeah.
got to talk about the risks.
Of course, no investment is without risk.
And Astera Labs is no exception.
Right. To understand the potential downsides, let's do a SWOT analysis.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats.
Exactly.
Okay, let's start with the positive.
Right, strengths.
What are Astera Labs' biggest strengths?
Well, we've already talked about a few.
Yeah, their growth potential is huge.
Driven by that demand for AI and cloud computing.
It's insatiable.
And their technology, that software-defined architecture.
It gives them a real edge.
It does.
And we can't forget the leadership team.
Experienced, yeah.
Their partnerships and their strong financial position.
They're ticking a lot of boxes.
They are.
But to be fair, we need to look at their weaknesses too.
Right, a balanced view.
Yeah, and the most obvious one
is the lack of profitability.
There it is. They're generating revenue, but no consistent profit yet.